Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood now at noon.
Now at noon, the recovery effort in Baltimore. What we're learning about the 6 construction workers who are missing and where the investigation stands.
And a special honor for an officer killed in the line of duty. How the state's recognizing Officer Kevin Valencia. Breaking news at noon, a settlement reached in a lawsuit between Governor DeSantis' allies and Disney. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bridget Ellison.
And I'm Justin Mormith. The suit was over who controls Walt Disney World's governing district, previously known as Reedy Creek. During today's board meeting of the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District, members said the settlement includes Disney acknowledging 11th hour deals it made with the outgoing Reedy Creek Improvement District are null and void.
I'm very much pleased by this development. The Central Florida Tourism Oversight District was created to bring public accountability and transparency to one of Florida's most important destinations. We're proud of the landmark work the district has done and look forward to what lies ahead. I think with this settlement, which is complete and significant, we are eager to work with Disney. I'm certainly eager to work with Disney and all other businesses to make the country's tourism destination famous for a second reason, which is good government.
Now, Walt Disney World released a statement saying in part, quote, "This agreement opens a new chapter of constructive engagement with the new leadership of the district and serves the interests of all parties by enabling significant continued investment and the creation of thousands of direct and indirect jobs and economic opportunity in the state," end quote. Now, today's settlement ends almost 2 years of litigation. It started when Disney voiced opposition to Florida's 2022 parental rights and education law, which banned classroom lessons on sexual orientation and gender identity in early grades. The governor and state lawmakers then turned Reedy Creek into a board appointed by the governor during special sessions.
And the search and rescue mission at a bridge collapse in Baltimore, Maryland is now a recovery mission. 6 construction workers were on the Francis Scott Key Bridge when it collapsed yesterday. Investigators are trying to piece together still exactly what caused a ship to crash into that bridge, bringing it down. CBS's Natalie Brand is there. And we will continue to follow the latest developments out of Baltimore and bring them to you as details come in. And remember to get updates right to your phone. Download our free News 6 mobile app and sign up for the push alerts that you'd like to receive. Here's a live look now from the Daytona Toyota DeLand Kia camera, and you can see that the weather changes are starting to push in.
Yeah, I got some cloud coverage out there, all ahead of a front moving through. Meteorologist Candace Campos pinpointing all the rain moving this way.
Yes, and the front, though, is still farther to our north, although we are starting to see scattered showers. Now, the front has turned practically stationary, meaning it's really pumped its brakes. We're going to have to wait for an area of low pressure that is developing out of the Gulf of Mexico to be that final push of energy to clear the system out by tomorrow morning. In the meantime, we are going to be watching some of that moisture ahead of that front that's already starting to creep in across our far northern zones there in Marion County, just about to approach Ocala. We are seeing some heavy rain, some lightning strikes just south of Gainesville. Now, this line was very impressive this morning. It has since weakened, although we are packing some heavier rain bands right now, just about to approach areas of far western Marion County. Now, rain chances because of this will stay higher farther to the north. So if you're watching us, you're going to be in and around areas like Flagler, Marion County, into the villages. Your rain chances are a little higher, up to about a 50 to 70%. Along I-4 and further south, as that line continues to make its way through central Florida, it will weaken, kind of fall apart. So there in Brevard County, your rain chances are very, very low compared to your friends further north. Other than that, though, ahead of that front, temperatures right now are warm. We're still in the upper 70s to low 80s, but we are looking at another round of rain in the forecast for your Thursday morning. We'll have the full breakdown coming up in just a few minutes.
We'll see you then. Thank you, Candace. Traffic is moving once again on I-4 East near Cayley Street. Lanes were blocked early this morning due to a crash involving hazardous materials. During News 6 Mornings, Trooper Steve was telling drivers how to avoid the backup by using the express lanes or getting off at Orange Blossom Trail. Orlando police have not released any information on the driver's condition.
A hearing for Orlando Commissioner Regina Hill has been delayed. Hill was supposed to be in court this morning for a lawsuit filed by the family of a 96-year-old woman. The suit accuses Hill of cheating the woman out of more than $100,000 and then using the money for her own personal needs. The family wants the judge to order Hill to stay away from the woman and her property. The hearing today was rescheduled for next week. Now, Hill is not facing any criminal charges, but Mayor Buddy Dyer told News 6 yesterday the case has now gone to a grand jury.
New at noon, a special honor for an Orlando police officer killed in the line of duty. A new road sign has been unveiled in honor of Kevin Valencia. News 6's Mark Lehman was at today's ceremony.
One lucky person is the newest billionaire on paper. They won the Mega Millions $1.1 billion jackpot last night. Get this. The ticket was sold in New Jersey, so call all your family and friends there. But which city and store have not been revealed yet, so we're investigating that. If the winner takes the lump sum, it would be roughly $537 million. Still got to pay taxes, right? Well, you still have another chance to win big this week. Tonight's Powerball is worth an estimated $865 million. You can see the drawing here on News 6 WKMG at 11 p.m. Well, bubble gum could help save the planet?
Yeah, coming up, how it's popping our problem with single-use plastic. First, though, story time. It's not just for children. Adults enjoy hearing stories, too, thanks to the people reading the books aloud. Up next at noon, the unique profession that's been around for decades.
You're watching News 6 at noon, getting results. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by the Florida Lottery, who encourages you to play responsibly.
To everyone, it was just another case. And you looked at us like another family. I trust Channel 6.
Whoa, what is happening?
We're packing up and taking our newscast on the road.
Oh, that's happening now?
Now, so let's go.
Every month, we're going to be broadcasting live from a different community.
Because we want to speak with you, hear about the things that concern you most.
It's time you create the roadmap for our newscast. See what I did there?
WKMG hits the road live. Are we coming to your neighborhood?
To find out, go to clickorlando.com/hitstheroad now.
See you soon.
Live with Bridget Ellison, Justin Warmoth, and weather with meteorologist Candace Campos. You're watching WKMG, getting results at noon.
Right now, live pictures from the state attorney's office in Orange County, where Governor DeSantis is set to sign a bill that combats squatting. The bill will close a loophole that allows people to live rent-free while property owners aren't allowed on the premises. It'll also allow law enforcement to immediately remove squatters who do not have a lease authorized by the property owner. We'll stream that live for you on clickorlando.com when it starts in a couple minutes. Well, do you like reading out loud? I think we both do, right? We have to for the job we're doing. And there's a unique profession sharing the art of storytelling with kids and adults.
That's right. News 6 anchor and insider guy Crystal Moyer takes us to story time in Winter Garden for today's Insider.
How sweet was that?
Oh,
I love that story. And I'll be honest with you, today's a great day to bring that book out and maybe catch up on some reading as we take a live look from the Launch Credit Union Port Cam at Port Canaveral. A lot of cloud coverage out there as we wait for some rain to move on through.
That's right, a cold front, and meteorologist Candace Campos is watching the timing for us this afternoon. Could get a little dicey.
Yeah, just a little dicey. The timing of it, because it's moving in throughout the afternoon, we're warming up, just like kind of a hot air balloon. Warm air rises, so we'll get that extra buoyancy, that potential for some strong storms throughout the next few hours. Now, before we start talking about what's going on right now on the radar, the line that we're watching is not the official front yet. That won't come in until early tomorrow. So now let's talk about the rain. Where is it right now? It's now just starting to move into northwestern Marion County. We do have one little skid marker here, just showing some of a little stronger batch of rain. Gives us a little more data here with our in-house radar here. The Rainbow Park area could be expecting some of the heaviest of the rain to move in within the next 20 to 25 minutes. Early bird in about 18 minutes. So with that rain already on the radar, our latest in-house model is holding on maybe about an hour or two behind. So that's one thing I do want to kind of show you here, that this is showing the rain that we're already watching at about 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. So again, it is a bit delayed, but it has been verifying pretty well when it comes to the actual scattered shower action that we're going to be seeing, with most of it staying to the north. All right, so let's talk about those temperatures throughout the day today. We're right now I don't know what's going on with my clicker here. Right now, temperatures are in the upper 70s to low 80s, and that rain is going to hold off some of those temperatures, especially across our northern zones. But then here, stopping the clock by 9:30 in the morning, we're going to see kind of another round of some scattered showers. Not as strong as what we're going to be dealing with this afternoon, but we will see some scattered showers potentially for your morning commute. Most of it will be clearing out of our kind of southern zones as we head into the lunchtime hours. And you can see how quickly things clear. But this won't be until Thursday. So just to be aware that we're going to have the clouds and some storms into the forecast, primarily across our northwestern zones for today. So you can see here the severe weather risk still in the marginal threat, basically a level 1 out of 5. So there will be that potential of seeing an isolated strong storm or two that could produce some heavy rain, gusty winds as well, kind of packed into that. But areas further to the south and east might not see much in the way of rain. As that line continues to track southward, it all will kind of fall apart. In the meantime, though, again, it won't be as warm across our northern zones because you're starting up with the rain a little earlier. We're at 73 right now in Ocala, but already about 10 degrees warmer further south, 82 in Orlando, 81 in southern Brevard County. But now let's check on your hour-by-hour forecast for your Wednesday.
Sponsored by Strata Air Conditioning and Heating. AC emergency? You ought to call Strata.
So again, rain chances today are going to be very dependent on where you're going to be. If you're north and west of I-4, your rain chances will be a little higher. So we're going to keep the rain chance today about 30 to 40%. Highs will be maxing out of the mid-80s. But then as we head into your Easter Sunday, we're going to start drying things out. We'll be dry and cool on Friday, and then a gradual warm-up both Saturday and Sunday back into low 80s. And speaking of warm-up, enjoy those 70s on Friday, because before you know it, come Tuesday, we'll be feeling more like 90 degrees. Back to you guys.
Warming up big time. Thank you, Candace. Still ahead, the new way to tackle plastic pollution.
The live News 6 Mount Dora camera is sponsored by the city of Mount Dora, someplace special.
Do you know the #1 website in Central Florida? It's clickorlando.com, powered by News 6. And now it's been named the best local TV news website in the U.S., all because of you.
You trusted News 6 to bring you every live stream, news update, and exclusive story. And now the entire country has noticed. When you want to know what's happening in Central Florida, turn to the best local news website in the country. Award-winning clickorlando.com.
Bubble gum. You know that stuff you can find stuck to the bottom of your shoe? Well, researchers hope chewing gum can actually play a part in tackling plastic pollution. British scientists see it as part of the solution to the waste from billions of medical tests taken at home each year, like COVID tests and pregnancy tests. Researchers are creating prototypes of eco-friendly devices from not just recycled gum, but also old fridge parts and limestone. So once the plastic waste is gathered, it's broken down and turned into tiny pellets. From there, it's shaped and molded into tests. Researchers say home tests produce about 18,000 tons of waste worldwide each year.
Well, Easter is Sunday, and consumer spending is expected to top $22 billion. According to the National Retail Federation, a total of $22.4 billion is expected to be spent this year. People celebrating are predicted to spend an average of $177. Food expected to be the highest category for spending, followed by clothing and gifts. Well, she already holds a Guinness World Record.
And now she just added a new accolade. We'll have those details right after this.
Go to clickorlando.com and sign up to be an insider so I can bring you exclusive contests, stories, and behind-the-scenes footage.
An American adventure seeker set a new world record.
She is the first person to circumnavigate the globe in an all-electric vehicle. So 25-year-old Lexi Alford crossed the finish line in Nice, France yesterday in a Ford Electric Explorer, earning a special certificate from the Record Setter organization. She began her epic journey September 8th, traveling more than 18,000 miles through 27 countries, 6 continents, before finishing where she started. How about that?
How many charges?
Probably a lot. Maybe more than miles, sometimes with the new electric vehicles.
How much, I mean, like the amount of like road trip snacks that you would have to pack.
Yeah, that's probably the highlight of it though, right?
Would you
Isn't that the best part?
Since September?
That's a lot. That's a lot of beef jerky.
That's a lot of beef jerky.
More news and weather coming up at 4.
We'll leave you with a live look over downtown Mount Dora, courtesy of the city of Mount Dora. Have a good one.